It's the 53rd episode. It's been a full year since I started the podcast, and I'm in Japan right now. But I'm recording this beforehand because I'm a planner. That's why there's been an episode every single fucking week. You're welcome. If you've been here since the beginning, write in the comments why. Anyway, I'm going to do something different this episode. It's going to be kind of a greatest hits episode, but not a clip show. I'm just going to go through kind of the top 10 performing podcasts episodes and kind of say why I think they did well or what I think about that topic right now, since it's been months, possibly a year. So let's go down memory lane a bit. So the top episode I see as of right now, which is obviously right before, you're hearing this episode, actually a couple weeks before, is the episode called Impatience, which came out in June. That was the top performing one by far. Why? I don't know. Seriously, it has like 3 times more views than the second place one. That's crazy. Funnily enough, though, in the top 10, that one actually has like the second worst average view duration. So proving my point with the impatience being a problem, which is really, really, really funny. So yeah, I stand by it. Impatience is a big problem. You guys can't even stay for the most popular episode there. You can't even fucking stay for it compared to the other ones. Very cool. And that one might be one of the biggest problems still. The biggest reasons you might not make it, because that also relates to the problem people have with putting off instant gratification, going for delayed gratification, long-term goals instead of short-term enjoyment, pleasure. Huge problem these days, because you can get whatever the fuck you want in like 5 seconds, right? So being impatient, why the fuck would you do that? I mean, being patient, why would you do that? Really? Why? You don't have to. You can order whatever food you want within a minute and get it within the hour. You can buy basically anything and have it come to your doorstep tomorrow if you pay enough. Any piece of information or video you want to see, you can be watching in less than 1 minute. Why the fuck would you have patience? Well, patience can give you the resolve to accomplish certain things. It can also help you be a little bit bored, which can in turn spark creativity, because if you're never bored, you will never be creative. If you don't give a shit about any of that, then go for it. Anyway, if I take this long with everything, this is going to take forever. Second place, American food. This was directly inspired by me coming back from Italy and then reminding myself that American food is food in name only. And as you're hearing this or watching it, I'm in Japan eating real food right now. I'm probably sleeping because of the time zone difference, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not eating poison. That's awesome. And this one's still a big problem. It's like a constant effort to just not eat complete fucking dog shit every day that you live in America. You have to actively try. Whereas in other countries, other developed countries, you have to try much less to get a good meal. It's way easier. Not that other developed countries don't have, junk food, but we have radioactive junk food in the US. So that's kind of a big deal. Third place, misinformation. This one I think was, I think the episode came out right after the 2024 presidential election. And I can't even think of a specific example of misinformation. Well, actually, yes, I can. Well, a lot of things are going on there. Just in general, just in terms of political stuff, just in general, people are like, hey, this thing is real and true. People are like, oh, okay. And they just run with that. And then the misinformation becomes the information out there. So, yeah, that's still an issue. It's going to become more of an issue because holy fucking hell, I'm seeing AI videos these days that look great. By the end of this year, It's going to be wild. Next presidential election is going to be fucking crazy, especially because Trump can't run again. And then the other big party, the Democratic Party, is going to put out someone new, probably. So basically, what I'm saying is there's going to be two quote unquote new blood candidates out there, right? Which means there maybe won't be as much video of them online, which means AI can go wild and can create that video of them. So very cool. That's going to be fun. Be on the lookout for fake videos of the Republican candidate saying different slurs than they probably said, and then fake videos of the Democratic candidate being cringe in a different way than they actually were. Very fun. Number 4, lack of sleep. This is the problem for everyone because you're still on your fucking phones in bed. I stand by this and I see people do it. Get the fucking phone out of your bed. If you still do this, I'm not mad at you. I just want you to do better. I promise you, leave your phone out of your bed. If it's your alarm clock, I understand. Leave it the fuck out of your bed. It'll make you go to your phone to turn off the alarm. So it works better. If you can, leave your phone out of your room. That'd be pretty cool. I do that half the time. If you're really worried about the alarm clock, again, get a fitness tracker of some kind. They usually have vibration alarms on your wrist, which means you can wake yourself up, no one else, and it's much calmer. You won't ruin a song by choosing it as your alarm and then associating that with waking up early. So yeah, leave your phone out of your bed. That helps so much with sleep. Stop watching TV like literally 2 minutes before bed as well. Like read before bed. That'll help your brain calm down a bit because there's not all these colors and sounds coming at you. It's just texts. Paper book, Kindle, whatever. Paper would obviously be better, but depending if you're reading in bed in the dark, then Kindle's good. But that one doesn't have blue light, really, depending on the model, so it's still fine. Number 5, mental inflexibility. I mean, this one's just not wanting to change how you view things, not wanting to change your mindset. And this was still a problem for me and most people. It's like, I've been doing it this way. I've been thinking this way for a while. I don't really want to change it. I know I probably should, but I don't really feel like it. But I've been fighting against that. You know, like this podcast, for example, it used to have a completely different format. And by format, I mean whatever the fuck was coming to the top of my head at the time. Now there's somewhat of a format. But I wasn't open to changing that for a while because I was inflexible mentally. Even this one, I'm breaking from the established format to do whatever the fuck. And I was thinking, should I stick to it? I'm like, nah, fuck it. Let's be flexible. But yeah, a lot of people don't want to do that. It fucks them up, especially with the health. You know, like, oh, I go to McDonald's every day when I go home from work. Hey, why don't you kind of think about how you can be flexible in the way you get home from work, the way you eat after work, something like that. Maybe try it. Number 6, shitty personal trainers and social algorithms. This was early on in the podcast when I was doing 2 topics very quickly. And I changed from doing that because I realized if I did that, I'd be burning through a shit ton of topics real quick. I'd run out of shit to say. And yeah, funnily enough, when I was doing the shitty personal trainer episode, I wasn't doing online coaching like I am now. So, whoops. I went back into it. I'm not a shitty one. I'll tell you that. But I do stand by this. A lot of personal trainers are shitty, not because they have bad intentions. I think every personal trainer, some of them want to make money, but I think legitimately a lot of them want to see other people be more like them, whether that's fit, not fat. They want to see them succeed. It's just that the methods they use are not ideal often. You're like, yeah, bro, just train like a bodybuilder. I'll treat you like a drill sergeant. Or I'll be a drill sergeant to you, making you do shit that'll either make you sweat or be annoyed. And then you'll think you're making progress and then everyone's happy. I think that's shitty. And that's not how I roll. So I stand by this. Social algorithms, I mean, yeah, that sucks. I mean, this is only tangentially related, but this episode came out before the 2024 election, a presidential election in America, and people were just complaining up the fucking ass about, oh my God, TikTok might be going away. Now that's not super related to the algorithm stuff, but that's kind of, it shows what people care about. These algorithms make them so addicted to the platform, addicted to, oh my God, fucking maymays and cats and political angry things. I love it because the social algorithm made me love it. And people are just bitching like, oh my God, TikTok's going away. I'm going to kill myself. It's crazy. It still is. And it's going to get worse because now there's going to be AI shit mixed into those algorithms and it's going to be super fun. Next, number 7, the food pyramid. Yeah, this one, I mean, in hindsight, this is less of a problem because most people don't go by the food pyramid. Now, some people, their only frame of reference for a proper ratio of food is the food pyramid. So that's why I brought that up. But, thinking about it, I don't think it's a huge problem anymore, to be honest. I think most people don't even remember the food pyramid in detail. They just have a shitty idea of what food they should be eating anyway. So, there's that. It's still a problem if you follow that, though. It's crazy. Because they're basically saying eat only cereal and bread and then have just a little bit of protein and then just, every so often you have a little bit of fat here. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Mixing in fats like olive oil with candy is still wild. Wild shit. I don't know who paid for that to be the case, but that is insane. Number 8, bodybuilding. Yeah, I stand by this. Bodybuilding, I think, is a problem. Is why most people won't make it in their fitness journey. Now, I don't think bodybuilding by itself is a problem. Obviously, I think it's cool. If you bodybuild, you're going to end up looking cool. You want to compete and do JoJo poses. Pretend you're an anime character with all your bronzer and shit. That's cool. And it sounds like I'm being facetious, but I'm not. It is cool. I don't want to do it. Looks like a huge pain in the ass, but it is cool. Let's be real. But most people think that's how you become fit. That's how you lose weight, blah, blah, blah. Not true. If you think like that, you're not going to make it. And seriously, this is statistically the case. People go into the gym thinking, oh, this is how I lose weight. First of all, no. You don't need to work out to lose weight. You should. You really should. But that's just for general health. But not only do they think they need to work out to lose weight, they think they need to train like a bodybuilder, which means just doing fucking a shit ton of curls, calf raises, blah, 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 all this really specific shit that's meant for aesthetics pretty much, or very specific use cases. And they just focus on that, wasting a shit ton of time, not working the big compound movements that'll help them burn more fat at rest. And they just kind of give up because it's hard to train like a bodybuilder and all the time it takes. It's like, damn. It's a huge change from being a couch potato. So I stand by this. I don't think people should, honestly, if you don't plan on competing or if you're not like super obsessed with aesthetics, I would not even touch the style of bodybuilding in terms of exercise. Just do bigger compound movements and leave out all the fucking curl variations. Unless you're a fighter, I guess curls can be helpful with that. Arm lock and shit. Number 9, fitness influencers. Do I count as this? I don't know. I don't know how many people I'm influencing, to be honest, except my clients, I guess. But yeah, most of them, they kind of suck. They kind of fit into the shitty personal trainer category. Some of them aren't even personal trainers, which is fair, I guess. You can do that. You can just share what you've done, I suppose. A lot of people, especially, like, it's just, I'm talking extremes here, of course, but it's like all the men are like, yeah, I'm not going to tell you I inject roids, but yeah, man, just work out like a bodybuilder and just buy my shit, buy my fucking 18 ab workout PDFs. We're like, guys, can you fucking shut up? This highly specific, not helpful shit. I mean, highly specific stuff is helpful, but not in those topics. Like, honestly, come on. The guys are focused on like, oh, you want the bigger arm thing, the bigger. I mean, I know a lot of guys want that, but there are ways to accomplish that are better than just listening to some guy who kind of got there, maybe by accident. You can kind of look somewhat fit by accident, so we're aware. I look somewhat fit on purpose. But yeah, it's the guys with the steroids, and it's the women with the fat asses, possibly injections or squatting and not telling anyone about it. Telling you, yeah, dude, did this my fucking my. I'm tired of talking about this shit. This look at my fucking band workout, my fucking ass cheeks, whatever. Just shut up. I'm so sick of these people. But the bulging muscles and wherever they are, arms or butt cheeks, that's what gets attention. And they're like, oh, I want that for sure, for sure, for sure. Then people just are influenced by that, which is fine if it influences them to search deeper into this realm of fitness and get better. But they're just falling for, oh my god, they look fit for whatever reason. I'm gonna be influenced by them very easily. Don't do that. Look into it a little bit. Number 10, school lunch. This one probably affects very few of listeners here, but it affects your kids. I don't know how many of you have kids, but it will affect them. And this one ties into American food because in that episode I talk about other countries, specifically Japan, because I'm a fucking weeb, and that they have nutrition education, they have better quality food, yada yada. It's just America, we don't really give a shit. We just don't care. Fuck you. I was just talking to a friend about this the other day. Or I said the other day, yesterday. That I think in America we have this sense of individualism where it's like, oh yeah, we're our own person, we're unique and all this kind of stuff, which is kind of cool. But then what it does is it manifests in the fuck you attitude. Fuck you, I'm trying to get mine, get fucked. Whereas some other countries, let's say Japan, just because I made the comparison in the episode, they have a sense of national identity. They're like, I'm Japanese, you're Japanese. Let's make sure we all rise together. Let's make sure we're all taken care of. We want to be good together as a country. So let's make sure everyone eats well, we're all healthy, all this kind of stuff. In America, it's like, man, fuck you. I got my cheese fries, get fucked. The milk industry's over here like, yeah, we want some money, so feed the fucking kids the fucking milk, okay? It's like, it's not even related to the well-being of any real group. It's just, hey, I got mine, or I'm trying to make money, get fucked, kill yourself. Or I'll help you kill you, actually. That kind of thing. So it's just, that manifests in the food that we feed our children, in that the way that the food was decided was not really due to health. Not really. It's due to budgeting and lobbying and whatever. Who gives a shit? Like again, the individualist attitude comes in. It's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna bring my own lunch to school anyway, so I don't give a shit about what they're eating at at school. It's like, who cares? Nobody gives a shit. Whatever. In fact, I don't give a shit. This is the last episode. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, that was quite interesting to go through and see what people are into. I think most people are into the non-fucking health-related things for the most part. Really love talking about impatience, screen time, sleep, that kind of shit. I mean, this is kind of health-related, but, you guys like more of the mindset shit, it sounds like. But, well, that sucks for you because I'm focused on people optimizing their life to become healthier, losing weight, getting fit. So if I talk about mindset shit, it's going to be through that lens. So get ready for that. Anyway, thanks for being here for all this time. If you're new, this is a horrible introduction. If you've been here for a while, let me know in the comments section of wherever the hell you're listening or watching to this. What was your favorite episode in the last year? The ones that I just mentioned right now. I'm curious because the average person, they're like, oh, I love the impatience episode, but they didn't fucking make it through that much of it, apparently. So I'm curious what the real listeners care about. Maybe that'll influence some topics. Let me know, fams. And let's hope you make it. See you next time.